morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Bliss White, and yep, today we are doing another foundation review. And today it is going to be the new version of the Koh Gen Aqua Foundation. So you guys, I actually have samples because I'm not quite sure what color to use, but I have been a big fan of the old version, but I felt like the color I got was a tad bit light. So I thought today we would go through, first try to match, and then try out this new version. So I wanted to give you a little bit of information about this new Koh Gen Aqua Foundation, and it said the new formulation that gives instant radiance and a youthful glow like a moisture-rich skin. Blended with our gloss film powder in the Aqua Foundation's featherweight formula, it instantly fits into skin and brightens dullness, and it gives you a youthful glow. You guys, it said it's now with more buildable coverage that still maintains the look of natural skin. The resistance to sweat and oil gives a comfortable long wear. The formulation's light diffusing minerals that blur imperfections and the skincare integrated hydrating base keep skin flawless all day. So another reason that I had bought this guy and am excited about this one is that it is not formulated with any parabens, sulfites, phthalates, and it has some skincare benefits in it. So you guys, I have been wanting to purchase this again, but what I found was the color match. This is a Japanese brand, and basically the color, they do not have a huge array of colors. So I ordered a little sample kit, and mine are in the medium to tan, and I got 213, 113, 123, and 143. So you guys, before I had purchased this in 123, and you know what, maybe it's going to be perfect. I just remember I bought this during the summer and I thought that it was a little bit light. So I am going to go ahead and do a little swatch of all of them, because if you are light to medium skin tone, I tend to go towards neutral to warm undertones, or what I prefer. And I'm just gonna go ahead and open up, you guys, this first one. I can tell it's already gonna be too light, but this is 113. I just wanted to give you, if you are slightly lighter than me, that's 113. And then let's go to, I guess we'll do 123, which I'm hoping I am, but I kind of have a feeling that I'm going to be, that I'm going to have to mix, which is fine. If I like the formula, I don't mind doing that. Okay, I'm going to go right next to this guy. And then this is 123. So as you can see, guys, it's just a little bit light. Okay, 123, and then let's get to 143, and then 213. Okay, I did some rather large swatches. 113, 123. I'm going to actually put on 143 just a little bit farther back, and we're going to see what that, maybe that is the match. 143. Let's see if you guys can see that. It's still a little bit orange. And then let's try 213 and see what that one is. This one looks just a little bit too yellow based, and I'm going to put 213 over here. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna take a quick peek. How do you like those swatches? Okay, now as I am looking, if you can kind of see over here, obviously I think 213 is pulling to yellow. 113 is just, you know, it's not a terrible match, but it is still a little too light. But I'm kind of thinking 123 is melding in, and then 143, if we can see it, that might be. I'm gonna do one more thing, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this guy off because we know that one doesn't work. And then let's go back to 143 and see what we think, because maybe that's gonna be the ticket. So it's a little bit warm. Here we go. Right here. I always like you guys' input on this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick peek myself. So what I'm finding is that 143 is too peachy, and okay, so you know what? We are going to go with a mix of 143 and 123, or maybe we should just do 123 and see, and then we can always do day 2 with a mix. What do you guys think? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take these swatches off, and actually I'm going to give you one more look and see what you guys think. And because this one is kind of oxidizing just a little bit and melting into the skin, and I'm just worried that this is going to be a little bit more peachier than I like. So I'll be right back. We'll try it out. Okay guys, I am just gonna go with 123 today just because I feel like that's the closest, and also not everybody's gonna wanna buy 2 shades, even though I do kind of feel like I often have to. But we are gonna take a little dot and put this all over. So I really enjoyed the other one. The other formulation, and it just, now this does not have super high coverage, so if you're looking for that, I don't think you're gonna like it. And at first that was part of my complaint, was it just I didn't feel like it had a lot of coverage, but I will say it just made my skin look really healthy. And then I am gonna go ahead, and I'm first gonna go through with my fingertips because I feel like that's just going to be the best way to really get this into my skin. And then we will go through with a beauty blender. Sorry guys, I know it looks like I put a lot on, but these little packets kind of squirt out at you. And, ooh, okay, gonna get this all rubbed in. Give me one little second while I look into the mirror. And we can see what we think. Okay. So you guys, I'm gonna see what you think if this is too light. I don't think it's terrible at all, and especially during the winter. I think that's the hardest part. Like, I have wanted to purchase this foundation before because I just like the formulation of it, the description. I think that it's really nice for your skin. You know, it's kind of a skin loving one, but the color selection is just so hard to pick from. Okay, I am going to come up close and personal here and have you see what you think. And then I'm going to add a little bit more, but with a beauty blender, to see what, you know, if we want to build it up just a little bit, okay? And I'm just going to take it a few over here. And I tend to like to kind of dull down my nose and cheeks is where I tend to be red. I'm going to go ahead and take this Dampen Beauty Blender, and I am going to stamp this into the skin. And you guys, I will say right off, it does have lovely, like, I just feel like it kind of covered and blurred imperfections for real. So I have already, you are seeing me come from teaching a bar class, and so I am, oh shoot, okay. You guys, a little bit squirted out, so I'm just putting a little bit more here and then up through my eyes here, down my nose. And again, so I'm building it up probably a little bit more than I normally would, but that is because I've got this little packet and it keeps on squirting out at me. Okay, and then what I will do is I am just going to take a moment and see what we think. Now, I had heard that you do not need to powder this down because it has that little gloss film powder in it, which I think is kind of cool because I know a lot of you know I do not care. I'm not a huge powder girl. I'm becoming more of one, but I like the fact that this is an all-in-one product. And I think also cost-wise, you guys, this one is $70. And so this is not a cheap foundation, and but it is a beautiful one. Okay, let me take a quick peek in the mirror. And you guys, it's actually a really, really lovely, I put on more than I normally would, and so I am seeing that a little bit, but I'm gonna just go ahead and pounce for a minute to really push this into the skin, because that was a user error. So that's on me. And then we will warm up the skin. I do have my eyeballs. I don't like to teach class and scare people without a little bit of eyes on. And we all have our thing, don't we? Okay, you guys, I'm actually thinking that 123 is a fine color. I think that it's one of the more neutral ones. It is described as, it's just described as warm, 123 warm. So that is the only complaint I would say is I think that you should do what I did, is order, I went directly to Koh Gen USA and I ordered samples, and you guys, it came like in 2 days or something. And go ahead and buy the different little packs so you can try it. It comes with 2 of each of the little samples, and you get plenty. Like I am using, you know, I'm using more foundation than I normally use. Okay, here we go. We've got on a nice amount of foundation, and I think you guys, it feels wonderful on the skin. It doesn't feel like anything, so it is very skin-like, very, it's not super tacky. I can kind of feel the powder starting to kind of set. So that is lovely. And ooh, it feels so good. Okay, I am gonna quickly warm up my skin, put a little, finish off my look here, and then we will kind of do a double check on it, okay? Okay guys, just put on, just kind of warmed up my skin a little bit, put on just a really quick little, dabbed on a little bit of my Violetta Chantecaille Lip Chic. I used Hourglass bronzer and diffused bronze light, and then my favorite Westman Atelier Peau de Pêche. I love it. Okay, you guys, I am, let's see what you guys think. I just want to see if you think this is a really pretty foundation. So I would say what I'm seeing so far is that it's like totally blurring. It is setting down, the powder is setting down in the formulation, and it's really kind of settling down, I find, nicely. It still has, you guys, can you see it's got a radiant kind of glow to it? Let me see, it's described as medium coverage. It says the finish is natural, so I'm feeling like it is a little bit glowy. And you guys, I don't know, I think it feels so good. It's described as your skin but better, but I was kind of, as we were building up the foundation, I'm feeling like it really was easy to build up. And so basically this is what I'm going to come up a little bit closer, and then I'll do a check-in with you guys so we can see how this wears. But so far, I'm really liking it. I am just curious about the color match, and I want to see what you guys think as usual, because you guys are awesome. And this is the foundation. I'm kind of liking it, I have to admit. Yay! Okay, you guys, I will check in a little bit. Talk to you guys later. Hi, you guys. I am back, and I'm just checking in. I'm afraid I haven't been able to do check-ins today. I am in my busy season doing my seasonal detox and just doing little cooking demonstrations and answering questions and stuff. So the day escaped me and I didn't pop on, but I wanted to tell you I am absolutely loving this foundation. I do have to say, so I've worn it all day, so that means for me, I think it was 8:30, maybe a little bit later than that, until it is 6:30 right now. And you guys can see it definitely has, I'm like, I have something on my nose. Oh, it's tea, sorry. It definitely has a kind of healthy glow. I did not powder down, but one thing I like is that, you guys, it just does not feel like anything on the skin. It's very skin-like. I would say I added a little bit more layers than I normally would. But even doing that, I don't feel like I look like cake face. Maybe you guys think I do, but you can let me know. I do not mind. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Maybe a little, I'm just kidding. Anyways, you guys, so what I would say is, yes, I've got a little bit of glow going on through the T-zone, very kind of normal for me. But overall, you guys, I am liking this to the point where I'm going to purchase a full bottle, because to me, it just feels very comfortable on the skin, and also it's not irritating. So I really have tried, as many of you know, a lot of foundations, and when I do that, I can feel whether one is just, if it's feeling heavy or if it's going to be causing itchiness or anything like that. This one just feels really fantastic on the skin. I think my question, I might tinker a little bit with colors, but I actually think the 1, 2, 3 sort of oxidized a little bit. Like, I think it's totally fine for me. I want to hear what you guys think, but overall, you guys, I am really enjoying the way that this, you know, kind of looks, feels, and then I don't know, this takes a lot for me to, I want to get excited. You know, I'm a foundation junkie, but I'm not to the point where if it doesn't excite me or anything like that. I've got plenty that I already love in my stash, and I have to say, I think this is really a beautiful foundation. Now, the difference, I think, between this one, the old version, and this, I actually do think there's a little bit more, I actually would say, radiance to the newer version. I always thought this had good wear time, but it was just super sheer. So you know what I'm saying? I think this is a little teeny weeny bit, like you get a little bit more coverage out of it than this original one. And let's see, one other thing, you know what, let's do it real quick. I want to see if the colors match up from the old, from the old to the new. So you guys, this is 1, 2, 3. That's the old formulation. And then let's go ahead, take a little bit of this guy. Now, one thing I did want to tell you is that if you order the sample kit from online, you get a $10 coupon off. Okay, so you guys, here is the old version. And then here is the new. I swear I had a bigger, let's get a little bit more of that, you guys. It seemed like it was coming on pretty big here. Here we go. I want to make sure. So one thing I'm noticing off the bat is the old version was a little bit, I think, pinkier. And the new version, it's a little bit different, you guys. And I actually like it. I'm finding this 1, 2, 3 to be a little bit more neutral than this guy. Do you see the difference? Okay, hopefully you can. Anyways, let me make sure I had the right color that I was showing you. Otherwise, we're gonna be like, well, yes, of course it was. Hold on 1 minute. Yes, I had 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, just wanted to double check. Anyways, I have to say I'm really liking this one. It doesn't feel like anything on the skin, and that's like most important for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with a new video very shortly. Okay,